We've noticed that the way the leader kind of completely disconnected with the group from the group, and he just went to the crowd and he's trying to get them going. Come on, come on, come on. This is a very kind of spontaneous thing, but it's kind of what gets things going. A lot of performers, they don't have that, and that one of them that they have it. The other thing I would like to focus on is this soft motion, soft, nice motion of two sisters or two girls that were located here and here, and they kind of changed their positioning, the swap positioning. And you see how they did it very nicely, very softly. And I don't know if this is haram or halal, to be honest. I just think that, well, it's okay. The mixed grouping is not appropriate. That's I know, but the motion itself, whether it's haram or halal, that's a different thing. And the reason I've kind of I'm raising this up now is because I'd like to have sisters only group, like sisters, no guys, sisters only group performing. And in a way, it's important because to the American public, it's nice to show that both men and female have something to contribute to their culture. So I strongly encourage for girls, sisters, to join, and we would review the steps that offered, and we can just cancel the steps that are not appropriate, and we just focus on the steps that are appropriate. Rest assured that you could do Dabkeh by just walking, just carrying a basket and walking around. So so don't let religious reasons to be to stop you from pursuing Dabkeh. Give it a chance. Talk to me. Talk to a sister. I can provide a sister to talk to, and hopefully we can do that. Now the second online performance I'm going to show you is done by Al-Hanin group located in Tucson. Now that group, I know a member of that group very well because she was here in Boston with me in the same group, and she relocated and kind of got going with that Hanin group, and they're a pretty good group. They're a good group, and they're performing right now. The performance I'm going to show you, it's in a wedding. Enjoy it. Okay, so we saw two performances. The second performance, you've noticed that they had guys and then girls. The reason they had that because it was a conservative group, in a conservative setting. So what they did is that they had the groups, the guys alone, the guys together, and the girls together, and they were connected by a couple. They are a married couple. That's why it was okay to have that connection going on. So again, there's flexibility with Dabkeh. Don't allow religious reasons to be the reason, the stopping, barrier, for not pursuing Dabkeh. Give it a try. The other part you noticed here is that in this Dabkeh performance, the leader does a lot of the work. He actually gets out and does his own thing. He kind of does, goes up and down, he just circles around himself, does a lot of the work. So there are some performances where the rest of the group are not under kind of pressure. There is not so much attention to them. Most of the attention is on the leader. And that was an example of such a performance. There's some occasions where the people don't have a clue what they're gonna do now, and that's the leader's responsibility to tell them what to do. The only thing they have to know the names of the steps, so that the leader tells them the name, then they know what they're doing. So there's all performances improvised by the leader. The leader just tell them hop in on the stage, get the song going, and I'll be calling the steps as we go along, and you only just follow the ride. You don't have to remember anything. And a lot of the performances are like that, and they're very, very nice. So so that's an example, number one. And the number two performance was that type of example. Now going to number three. The third performance is done by an SPHR. They call themselves Haneen. I don't think it's the same Haneen because the people look different. But anyway, that group does a performance on a patriotic song, Jabal al-Nar. And that song, you would look at it, it's much more serious. Serious steps. Their backs are up straight, their faces up there, their eyes. There's a lot of seriousness in it, and that's why I kind of picked that song, because it's kind of a different flavor than the first two. Please watch it, enjoy. You watch it. This type of dance again is a bit more complex because it involves a series of changing steps and formations, and there's no leader to kind of come up and say, okay, do this and that. There's no you're not being instructed by a leader. You have to remember your own steps. So usually this type of performances are done by advanced level people who already have experience with Dabke and are usually comfortable remembering, memorizing, and actually being, overall comfortable with everything that has to do with Dabke. You're not relying on a leader anymore. So these are the three flavors, and I hope you enjoyed it. Again, the third part of the Dabke will be probably the most interesting in a sense, because there'll be a one-to-one again display, and we're going to show you some steps, how to do them and how to improvise on them, and so on, so on. Hope to see you. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.